Hi, everybody. Welcome back to No Deliveries here. I'm Linda. I'm trying to get a couple of videos ready for you. I have been very, very busy the past 3 days. I have been canning like crazy, running 2 pressure canners a day for the past 3 days, not to mention prepping and washing jars, soaking beans, boiling beans, all of that. And I have canned 54 jars over the past 3 days. And one of the things that I detest doing is washing the jars when they come out of the canner. I can wash dishes. I will clean a toilet. I will scrub my cook stove down. I will clean my oven on my other stove. I will haul wood. But for whatever reason, I do not like washing the jars after they have cooled and everything. But this is some of what I've canned. We have anazi beans, black beans, lots of anazi. These are just some of it. And I also did 18 jars of kidney beans, and there's more black beans and more anazi beans. And I also, when you can beans, you boil them in a broth, and you can either add, after you put your beans in, you can cover them with water, or you can cover them with the cooking liquid. So I used the cooking liquid, but I also took some of the broth that was left and I canned it. So this is a black bean broth. This one's ananasi broth, and then I also have the kidney bean broth in the the cooking liquid. And the reason I do that is if I'm making a soup or a stew or something, and rather than add water if something's too thick or anything, I'll just add the broth. Like if I'm making a black bean soup, rather than adding a lot of vegetable stock, which I'm out of right now, I haven't canned any in quite a while, I'll just throw in a jar of the black bean broth, and it gives it a lot of flavor. If I'm making rice and beans and the beans look, they're really thick, it's thick, I'll use the cooking liquid that I canned to help thin it out some. So I use it in soups and stews, just a lot of things. Rather than, we usually don't throw it out anyway, it goes to the compost because there's lots of nutrients in that broth from the beans. So, but I do can the leftover broth, and these jars aren't washed yet. You can see they're pretty dirty. I did take the rings off. They're all sealed, and this is the last batch here from the 54 jars that I canned. So I'm going to get these washed up, and I will date them, black beans 326, black bean broth 326, and they will be added to the back pantry because you always want to rotate. You use your older items first, and your newer ones go to the back. There's no sense in a pantry is there to be used. It's not something you look at and store and think it's pretty. And these are some daffodils that I picked the other day. We actually had 78 degrees, and overnight it snowed. They got bent over and everything from the snow. So I went ahead and picked these up to add some color to my kitchen. But anyway, this is what I've been doing for the past 3 days of canning, and probably started at least the day before, soaking the kidney beans to can cook and can the next day. And then while the kidney beans were cooking and canning, I was soaking black beans, and it was just an ongoing process. But I have done 54 jars in the past 3 days. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.